Welcome to our online session of the new Speedmaster SX 102. It's a pleasure for me to give you the first look at the new generation of the Speedmaster SX 102. My name is Frank Süsser and I'm heading the product management for the Speedmaster SX 102 here at Heidelberg. I like also to welcome my colleagues Robin Göttle, Tommy Manowitz and Marco Fick, who are in China. Hello, how are you doing in China at the moment?
Hello, Frank. All good, and welcome to everyone here from my little home office in Shanghai. Very
hello,
happy
Robin.
to be with you. Hi.
Yeah, good morning to all of you. Thank you for joining and showing the interest in our new machine.
Also, good morning from my side. I'm joining from a hotel in China at the moment, and also from me, thank you for joining and enjoy the show.
Okay, thank you. And thank you also guys for preparing a perfect video presentation about the Speedmaster SX 102, which you will see in a couple of minutes, and I will come back to that. But before that, let's have a quick look on our agenda of today. And I also like to thank you for joining our webinar this morning, for us here, at least in Germany. Let's have a quick look on the agenda. We started already with our teaser for the new press. I hope you enjoy it and have seen that before also on our website. Next, I will give you some technical information about the webinar. Afterwards, I will provide you with some Heidelberg solutions around the new Speedmaster before we will see a video of the SX 102, which was produced in our showroom in Shanghai. While we did the pre-recording, the machine is already sold from our showroom to a customer in China, and therefore it was the only chance to give you an impression of the new machine in preparing this video. And finally, the next step is then to answer your questions. So please send us a lot of questions together with the colleagues in China. We will answer them, and looking forward to your questions. So some organizational things. Please keep in mind that we have an online session, a presentation from our side, and we cannot directly communicate, but we are looking forward to get your feedback, your questions, your comments over the chat functionality. So please send them and give us a comment. We will answer them during the session directly in the chat or later on in our question and answer session. Also important, that the webinar is recorded, and people who have registered can see the presentation later on as well. So you will get a link where you can see that. Heidelberg offers a large range of products, different for all kinds of customer groups, from small to medium customers up to industrial producing companies. All have different requirements, and therefore we have tailor-made solutions for your company. The new Speedmaster SX 102 is an ideal press for the medium-sized businesses, which are still a big pillar of our graphic arts industry. And also good, all the innovations and offers are backed by our knowledge and experienced colleagues out in the field, out in the SNU, who will also always try to guide you and talk to you about the new innovations and help you to find the right decisions for you. The new generation of the Speedmaster 102 is primarily aimed for commercial print jobs that requires high quality and top productivity, but do not need maybe the high performance which a Speedmaster XL 106 is offering. The Speedmaster is a perfecting press, ideal for demanding commercial jobs, and therefore supports our complete portfolio very well. Before we will have a closer look to the machine, as I mentioned before, I'd like to give you a quick overview about the solutions we are offering around this press, and especially for medium-sized companies. Of course, all starts with digitalization nowadays and the workflow. It's all about to reduce touch points in the complete print shop, in the complete process. The intelligent printing workflow digitalized your print shops very well. Prinect integrates all machines and processes, the production, the commercial departments, and the management into one single workflow, and this is a must for navigated or even autonomous printed. We call that push to stop. It automates the planning, calculation, pre-press and production process, and as well the color and quality management, which is nowadays very important that you can give this information to your customers as well. It also supplies important analysis and reportings for the management that you can make the right decision for the future. And also the good thing is it controls both digital and offset printing. We have a large portfolio, which you can see here, and we have solutions in offset and in digital, so the best solution out of two worlds. Whether commercial packaging, label, small or larger run lengths, the Speedmaster press are available for all requirements. The Versafire products, the digital printing systems from us, are the ideal addition for very small run lengths and for data variable printing. In combination, they are a big advantage for high-pride production. And also the new operation systems, the Heidelberg user experience, which includes the operating of the machine in a very intuitive way with a lot of intelligent assistant systems, color management system, as well as an uniform operation from all our machines helps a lot. The benefit for you is foreseeable results and high performance. If you look in the post-press area, also here we offer a wide range of possibilities, which helps you to differentiate your print shop from others and also help you to save costs. The offering is from cutting machines, die cutting machines, folding gluers, so there are a lot of different possibilities available. But what would be the best equipment without consumables and reliable service? Our Saphira consumables offer a complete range of tested and proven products for pre-press, press, and post-press. They are easily available in our e-shop in the web, and you can quickly and easily access to all materials you need. That means you have a stable production, and for a stable production, you also need good maintenance, original spare parts, and the service from our experts at site, and anytime when you need it. So a service which is all around the clock available. We know that each print shop is different, and therefore we offer 4 individual scalable contracts, print site contracts, which can be combined as you like it to the different necessities of your operation. But now coming closer to our new generation of the Speedmaster SX 102. We want to continue the worldwide success of this model in the past. And maybe you can remember last year, a little bit more than a year ago, we have successfully introduced the Speedmaster CX 104, a straight printing press for commercial and packaging customers. Now we are presenting for the first time our new Speedmaster SX 102, our perfecting press. Perfecting from all sides. You saw that already in the teaser, is how we describe the new Speedmaster SX 102. Because it's our perfecting solution, so perfect for commercial customer. And it's even more perfect in many ways. For example, we can reduce energy consumption of this machine due to the cylinder concept with the transfer and perfect jackets for a mark-free sheet transfer. With this cylinder transfer, we don't need a lot of air consumption, so we can reduce the energy because the peripheral cabinets must not provide the air for the sheet travel and doing the standby as well. So this could reduce the energy consumption approximately by 15%. There are a lot of machines installed worldwide of this press already, over 100,000 printing units, and therefore we see that this machine is a quite solid and reliable press, and it will be having a good reputation also in the future. But now we should have a closer look into the new Speedmaster SX 102. Robin, Tommy and Marco, who will now present you the highlights of the 2020 version in a video, will be later also answer your question. So please have a look to the presentation now.
Hello everyone, and a very warm welcome to our Print Media Center here in Shanghai, China. My name is Robin Göttlin. I am heading the product management and the Print Media Center here in our factory. Today, I'm delighted to introduce to you our latest addition to our well-known Speedmaster family, the brand new Speedmaster SX 102. But before I dive in, let me introduce my two colleagues here supporting me today. On my left is Tommy Manewitz. Tommy is heading the R&D function in the factory here. And on my right is Marco Fick, who is our senior print instructor and has prepared two very interesting and nice demo jobs for us today. Okay, so let's get started. The star of today is our new Speedmaster SX 102 as a 4-color perfecter. Thousands of his predecessors, the famous SM 102 and SX 102 machines, have been installed, and I can promise you, with our latest edition, the Speedmaster SX 102, we are setting new standards from all sides, given its versatility, its design, and its ease of use. From a 2-color up to a 10-color perfecter, from a very standard basic version up to a fully loaded push-to-stop machine, we can meet all the requirements of a modern commercial printer with this machine. So Tommy, as you've been involved from an R&D point of view very much in the design of this new machine, can you give us some further insights here?
Sure, Robin. As you can see, the new Speedmaster SX 102 combines modern design with advanced user ergonomics and automation. Many of its design features are coming from our Speedmaster CX 104, like the printing unit covers with our new IntelliLine and the overall sturdy design of the gallery. Combined with our well-known and reliable perfecting unit, it elevates commercial printing to a whole new level.
Yes, I agree with you, Tommy. The press looks just great to me. You mentioned design changes and improved user ergonomics. Could you give us some further insights there? What are the key benefits for the user?
Well, as we're already standing here, we can get a good feel about the new Speedmaster SX 102. The Speedmaster SX 102 adapts the visual and the functional design of the Speedmaster CX 104. Some of you might have even realized that we optimized the staircase to provide a better accessibility of the press for the operator.
Tommy, the press looks very spacious to me. Has the overall footprint also been increased?
In fact, we did not increase the overall footprint. We gained some space through making changes in the design. We omitted the cable bridges and putting now the peripherals directly at the gallery. The stable construction of the gallery as well as the spanned wire ropes increasing the operator's safety. The front covers here can be easily unhooked to provide the access for the operator for the features below the gallery.
Let's now turn to the topics of automation and user ergonomics, as these are key features of the new Speedmaster SX 102. We at Heidelberg call this the Heidelberg user experience, and who could be a better man to talk about this than our senior print instructor today, Marco.
Let's have a look at the jobs. So today we prepared two typical commercial jobs. First job is a 4-color leaflet that we print in straight printing mode, means without our perfecting unit. Second up is a pharmaceutical insert. This one we print with the perfecting unit 2/2 on some 80-gram thin uncoated material. Let's have a look at our system that we're running. So right now I'm controlling the press at the Prinect Press Center XL3. So the 24-inch multi-touchscreen, which is equipped with our new intuitive operation system, makes operating the press as easy as using a smartphone. Let's have a bit of closer look. As you can see here, this is our IntelliStart 3 software. So the IntelliStart 3 software compares the previous job to the upcoming job and creates the best job change sequence for the operator. Meaning the operator doesn't have to do as much anymore because the machine does a lot for him. If we have a closer look up here, you can see our IntelliGuide. So the IntelliGuide works together with our IntelliStart. It basically shows the operator what is happening. Do I have to do something? What is the machine doing? So if we have a closer look, you can see, for example, here, the operator knows I have to fill in new ink, as well as the machine is changing the printing blades, changing the perfector, does the pre-inking.
I see the beautiful wall screen. Could you tell us a bit more about this feature?
Of course. I'm glad you noticed. I mean, it's a quite big screen, so the wall screen XL basically puts even more transparency into the whole job change sequence, and you have all your important job-related information in one spot. As well as our IntelliRun, which you can see here. It reduces touch points even more.
That sounds like a make ready in a breeze, Marco. What role does IntelliLine play in that regard?
Good question, Robin. Let's have a quick look at our IntelliLine.
Okay.
So basically the IntelliLine is a great visual tool for the operator if there's any action required or what is going on with the machine. So for example, if we have a look, yellow means action is required by the operator. It means some manual interaction has to be done. The green light will be on if there's an automatic process running. Means, for example, you have a job change on and the machine is doing something automatically. This will be shown by the green light. And for all the owners out there of the press, the blue light means good sheet counter is on and the machine is in production mode.
And I'm sure any print shop owner will love that. Tommy, I think one other very important aspect we should talk about is the new format variant. Could you give us a bit more background on this topic?
Sure. The new Speedmaster SX 102 can be ordered now in two different format options. We're having the classic 102 format and now also introducing the new 92 format. In fact, when a customer is configuring his press, he must choose which paper size and therefore plate format he would like to have. At this point, we would like to thank all of our customers for their feedback.
Absolutely, Tommy. Given the right job mix, this will save the customer a lot of money on the plates. And that's good news in times of ever-increasing aluminum prices. So far for the new format variant, Tommy. Let us talk a bit about the preset plus feeder for a moment. Because of course a smooth in-feed of the paper is key to any stable printing process. And I know from an R&D point of view, there have been built many great ideas into this feeder. Could you tell us a bit more about this, please?
Certainly. Our preset plus feeder as well as our preset plus delivery are transferred from our Speedmaster XL106. They were initially designed for a wide range of substrates as well as speeds up to 18,000 sheets per hour. Our preset plus feeder features a paper pile module with automatic pile centering function to keep the paper pile at the optimum position for the pulley, as well as our high-performance suction head, which gives you reliable sheet separation even at the highest speeds.
Clearly a feeder that eats almost anything. That's great.
In addition to this, we have our patented AutoPlate Pro system. This ensures a fast and smooth plate change without manual intervention by the operator. Like we can see in the animation, our fully automatic plate changing system AutoPlate Pro changes the printing plates independently, staggered and time optimized. This system enhances efficiency and productivity as the operator is free for other tasks. Autoplate Pro achieves plate changing times around 50% shorter than the semi-automatic autoplate system, which results in an even faster make ready.
Let us take a look now on how Marco is doing with the second job. Hey Marco.
Hi Robin.
How are things going?
Things are going good on my end. So we just finished printing the second job, our pharmaceutical insert, our perfecting job with 2/2. So if you would like, we can have a closer look at our perfecting unit.
Sure, that's a great idea.
In this animation, you can see that once we have the perfecting unit in straight printing mode, the sheet travels normally through the machine. Once we change to perfecting mode, the perfecting drum does no longer grab the front edge of the sheet, it now grabs the rear edge. This way we are turning over the material inside the machine. With our perfect jacket on our impression cylinders, we can prevent any ink from sticking to the cylinders, which will save you a lot of cleaning time.
That's interesting, Marco. You know, one other thing I'm really curious about. How do we make sure that you have a consistent high print quality throughout the whole job run?
A good question, Robin. Let's have a look at some options Heidelberg is offering regarding quality monitoring. Heidelberg offers a whole range of color measurement devices, such as Prinect Easy Control, Axis and Image Control, all the way to our inline measurement system, Prinect In-Press Control. All of them are working with a spectral measurement mode and are available for the new Speedmaster SX 102.
The Speedmaster SX 102, our perfecting machine, is built for our target customers' needs. This intelligent interplay of automation, combined with our unique sheet travel and perfecting technology, ensures high quality on both sides, even with very thin substrates.
Well, thank you both for a very interesting tour around our new Speedmaster SX 102. That brings us to the end of our presentation. Thanks to all of you for watching today, and I hope I see you soon in one of our print media centers in the US, in Germany or here in Shanghai, China. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
But now it's time, I think, to answer questions which we received. There is one question which I want to start with, is the question, is a feeder really the same as a feeder of the XL106? I just have a look on the different monitor which is next to me. That is the reason why I look across a little bit. So maybe Robin, you can answer this question.
Yes, absolutely, Frank. It's just like we mentioned in the video and what you just saw. There were many items, including the feeder and the delivery, which came as a know-how transfer from our peak performance machine, the XL106, and which ensure that the SX102 is a state-of-the-art commercial press. Given the feeder you've just mentioned, Frank, that was built on the XL for speeds of 18,000, so you can be rest assured that on the SX you have a very stable paper run, which is of course key to any good print result.
Yeah, that's absolutely right. So I think it's really helpful to have this feeder on the SX102 as well. There's another question. Can I order a UV press? Maybe Marco, you can add something to that question.
Yeah, sure, Frank. No problem. So yes, of course, you can also order a UV press. You can order it with the classical UV lamp system, or you can also order it with the TriStar LED UV dryer, which uses less energy than the conventional UV lamp system. And that might be an option for you, for your company, in case you want to save some cost in energy. But generally, yes, you can order a UV press.
Yes, that's right. And I think it's the machine is available as a UV machine, but also the conventional machine offers a high quality, a perfect sheet transfer on both sides, perfect quality, even if you run conventional ink. So for the perfecting, it's not necessary to go UV, but maybe for other things like special materials or paper which are not drying so fast, or if you want to go very quickly to the finishing process. There's another question. What is the maximum speed of the machine? Tommy, that is one for you, or? Tommy, you are muted at the moment. We cannot hear you. Okay, I think we have a small technical problem. Then I try to answer the question. Tommy, can you hear us?
Yes, I can hear you. I hope you can hear me too.
Oh, now we can hear you as well. Okay,
Yeah.
so the question was,
Sorry
what
for
is
the
the
technical
maximum
problems.
speed of the machine? Tommy.
Yes, our Speedmaster SX 102 can print up to 14,000 sheets per hour. If you choose a 10-color perfector, then we are limited to 13,000 sheets per hour. When we redesigned the machine, we had to focus on the shorter run length, which we see in the market. Yeah, the jobs getting shorter and shorter. So we try to optimize the changeover so that you as a customer can be ready for your new job and be prepared for the shorter run lengths. And for this, we introduced our state-of-the-art intelligent assistance systems, which we also mentioned in the videos. Yeah, we having the color measurement system, we having the inspection systems, and all of our other supporting systems, which you can directly access from our press center.
Yeah, I think it is very important nowadays, really, to have a quick changeover. The speed, yes, there should be a good speed, and as Robbie mentioned, with our feeder and delivery from the XL 106, we have here quite good options to run very fast on top speed with a machine. So that is also helpful to run if you have longer run lengths than with 14,000 sheets an hour. There is one question, or it's some more question, and maybe Marco, that is something what you can help us. What parameters does it take when you reprint the job? What happens if you change the material on which you will reprint the job? How does the machine knows when you are doing the reprint job? So a couple of questions. It's mainly regarding changing from to the same job again, and maybe changing the material in between. Maybe you can add something to that, Marco.
Yeah, sure. So normally, once you first print the job, you normally save the data, like the color data, the material data, the air data. You save all that after you're done printing the job. So normally, if you would reprint it on the same material, you can just reload the job data once you have the same job coming up again. And maybe with some little adjustments, you should be able to reprint the same job with no problem. Obviously, if you change the material to like very different material than what you used before, in that case, you might have to do some adjustments to your inks or to your color data. Or if you have a measurement system, you might have to calibrate the measuring system to the new material. But basically, we save the job data once we printed the job for the first time, and that you can always reload onto the machine. So the machine knows exactly that was the data I used the last time when I was printing the job.
Okay, thank you, Marco. I think that is really one of the perfect tasks of the new SX 102, that we can store the job data for that machine.
Exactly.
That is very important. Yeah. There's another question. Is it possible to add a cut star on the feeder? Tommy, maybe that is also one for you. Yeah.
Yeah, certainly. Like you could see in the picture you showed before, Frank, we even showed the cut star in one of our pictures here in the presentation. Like for all the feeders in our 70 by 100 format class, you can order a cut star for this machine, so you are not relying on pre-cutted sheets, and you have the sheeter by yourself, and you can just buy the paper as a roll from your paper supplier.
Absolutely, it's quite a good solution, especially it comes to thin material, as we did it on this 2/2 job in the video, the leaflets for packaging, for inserts. I think then the cut star is quite well, because you can achieve then even higher speeds, and are very often you have the same material, so the cut star is very important. Then is another question. Just give me a second. How does the color management works, the measurement systems, Marco? Maybe you can answer that as well.
Yeah, color measurement systems. Yeah, of course. Depends on what you take. If you take inline measurement or offline measurement system, but basically all our measurement systems work with a spectrophotometric measurement. So it measures the LAB value, not the density. This way we can make sure that we're actually measuring the right color. So obviously, you know, when you measure density, you could print a black or dark red with the same density, and the measurement system would think the color is good even though you print the wrong color. This doesn't happen when you measure the LAB values. This is how we can control our measurements quite well and pretty much to perfection.
Okay, thank you. And I think we have a lot of measurement systems available, from easy control up to
Exactly.
inline in-press control. All is available. I think that is very nice. There's another question. Can you supply with unbanded blades? Maybe I can answer this question. We have decided to stay with banded blades for the Speedmaster SX 102, as well as all our other presses, because it's a very reliable system, and the blades are clamped perfectly, again perfect, and we can also, if it needed, to stretch the blades. So that is a system which we are using here in Heidelberg, and we have also automated possibilities to bend the blades in the pre-press area before. There's another question. Is a machine also available with 2 printing units? I can answer this also if you like. Yes, it's available with 2 printing units, 1/1. It's always with a perfector. So the Speedmaster SX 102 is only a perfecting machine. If you want a straight press only, then we have to change to the CX 104, but it's available, a 2-color, a 4-color, 5, 6-color, 8-color, 10-color. That is all the models which are available.
So, sorry, Frank, maybe shortly to clarify the question, seeing that it comes from the same person who asked for the cut star, maybe he's also interested in seeing if the 2P machine also can have a cut star. So, and I would say for this one, yes, this is also, the cut star is also available for the 2-color machine.
Okay, yeah, it's a solution for 1/1 with leaflets, ideal solution, yeah. Another question, how many sheets are required in setup to achieve desired color? Marco, you as a printer, you know the best, yeah?
Well, I hope so, yes. Basically, that depends on how well your settings are of your machine. Obviously, if the machine is in a perfect condition, you need less sheets to get into color than when it's not in a perfect condition. We don't really want to say numbers because it depends on so many factors like material, and also on so many outside factors which are not which have not anything to do with the machine. So we can try to stay under 100 sheets, definitely. Then it comes, do you have a measurement system? You don't have a measurement system. So basically, we try to keep it as low as possible, but it depends on a lot of factors. How many sheets you need to set up your job.
I think we did a lot in the last years for pre-setting the machine from one job to their next job in a perfect way. Because we are checking what was the last job, what is the next job, and then we make the changes to that. And this really helps to achieve a very low number of startup sheets with this press, and also with all other presses from Heidelberg. And of course, it depends on the quality you want to achieve and which measurement system you have. So if you go with in-press control, I think you can easily go under this 100 sheets, maybe a little bit more.
Yes.
There's another question. What is the footprint in 92 size? Same as 102. Tommy, that maybe is one for you, huh?
Yes. So we at Heidelberg, same like our CX104, which you can also get as a CX92, same as for the SX102. If you dare choose the format 92, we have the same base with the same cylinder concept underneath to bring you our very reliable sheet travel system with all the parameters you already know from the other machines. So to answer the question, yes, it's the same size as the 102, the same footprint, and brings you the same high quality.
Okay. There's one question, maybe Robin, you can answer that. What is the push to stop means for Heidelberg?
Well, Frank, this is like our Heidelberg philosophy. Push to stop means that the printer necessarily does not have to intervene in the printing process at all. So it's like a fully autonomous system which is running, which is of course one of our attributes, I would say, to the Heidelberg user experience overall. Highly automated processes with little error sensibility.
Yeah. Absolutely. And as I said before, we want to reduce touch points. Everything the operator has to start is a touch point. Yeah. He has to be in the right time there. If the machine is doing that automatically, that is much more productive and faster for the production. Yeah. There's a next question. Do we need to retrain our technical and operators to run this press since they involve new techniques, something like that? So it's about our operators and technical people, what they have to learn new on the machine. Marco, maybe you can answer that a little bit. You are the operator on the press. What is different to the SX102, the former version?
Yeah, well, it obviously depends on what machine you're operating right now. If this machine is 20 years old, you definitely need to retrain your operators, yes. But if it's only a 5 or 6 year old machine, there is new stuff with the new machine, yes, where you should retrain them. But it's not like when you switch from a different machine supplier to a Heidelberg machine. It's not that different, but a little training would definitely help if you get a new machine, yes, for sure.
I think in the video we saw our new operation system, the new touch screen, which is
correct.
Very easy to learn. For me, it's like a smartphone. You said it also in the video, and you can very quickly adapt to the new system. And of course, the people, our technical people out in the world, they are trained on this equipment, on the new operation system, because we have that in all our other presses as well. And they are also trained on the mechanical side if there are new components that is done automatically by us from the headquarters to the different sales and service units around the world.
Correct.
There's a question, blade size different compared to XL106. Tommy, can you answer that question?
The blade size in general is very similar. Yeah, so we can use the same base to create the blades out of this one. If you get it together with our bending machines and our how we call these devices, the one to punch the holes in the plates from Heidelberg, then you can directly use the same plate supplier for different machines. Yeah. But of course, if you want to use the 92 format, there you need to have a different plate size, obviously.
Yeah, different blade size for 92, and the blade size for the 106 is also a little bit larger, but you can use the same data on the machine, but not the same blade on a 106 and on a 102.
Oh yes, this for sure, yeah.
Okay, good. There's another question. What is a quality assist means? Maybe I can answer that. Quality assist is if you work together with a Prinect impress control and you have set your quality standards before, then the machine automatically goes into the good sheet production. That helps again to reduce touch points. So the operator has not to check the sheet and say, now it's good. The machine itself tells now the sheet is good, but it's mainly done with our impress control. Then the machine gives this data and restart the good sheet production. Yeah. Good. There is one question. We use 102 presses. Why do I need a 92 format? Robin, can you answer that?
Yeah, sure. I mean, ramping up to the project of the relaunch of the SX102, of course, we do extensive customer surveys, and we had the feedback, especially in Asia Pacific, that many of them are handling a majority of jobs in the standard format range of 64 × 88. And for them, simply a smaller format size, a 92 size, would be ideal. And that's the reason why we decided to offer now 2 variants. So when you talk to your representative of the SSU and you configure your press, in fact, you have to choose then between the 92 and the traditional 102 size format, which, if you have the right job mix, of course, can save you a lot of money on the plates.
Yeah, that's right. It depends on what kind of jobs you are running. If you are a typical 16-pager producer, then the 92 format is enough for you. If you want to get the complete flexibility, then you can still have the 102 option. Yeah. Next question: can I print all materials with that machine? Marco, all materials is always a big question. Yeah. What are the limitations on the SX102?
Yeah, I don't even think our competitors have a machine where they can print all material, but for the 102 we can print a thickness from 0.03 to 0.6 millimeters, so mainly for commercial jobs. Obviously thin cardboard is also okay as long as it doesn't exceed the 0.6 millimeter too much, but this is what we give out from the factory is 0.03 to 0.6 millimeter.
Yeah. And of course, it depends really on the quality of the material, on the grain direction, and a lot of things for running them quite fast. Yeah. There's a question, only to answer it again. Can I get a SX102 without perfecting? I must say, no, it's not possible to get this machine without a perfecter. The machine really is our perfecting solution in the 102 format size. If you need a straight printing press, we have the CX104, which can be also offered as a 2-color up to a 10-color, and we have the machine available in a lot of customizing possibilities. Yeah. available. There is a question which I not 100% understand. For ink presetting data, do SysPress still requires its own proprietary format? Maybe I don't know who sent this question. Maybe can give us more background on that. Then I will go first to another question. The CX106. No, it says sorry. The XL106 is my favorite machine, but it's too high for my business. That is the question. So yes, maybe I answer that. Of course, as I mentioned in my presentation in the morning, it's a wonderful machine, the 106. Yeah, it's high automated. It has a lot of output, but sometimes it's too much. So that is always depending on what quantity you need, and we have the XL106 also available. Different configuration. You can also reduce it to a quite basic model and then equip it with more automation. But in the starter point, it's quite higher automated than a SX102. One more question. Is the operating system new? Question mark. Marco, maybe you can add something to that. Marco, we cannot hear you. You are muted, or the technical problem?
Sorry, technical problems. Now you should hear me.
Yeah.
Hey.
It is new. Yes, we made some changes to our operating system. It comes with our operating philosophy, Heidelberg user experience, Heidelberg UX. Assistance systems are included as standard now, and several assistance systems are based on artificial intelligence. So a lot of the processes are getting done in the background without you have to interfere, which makes it faster and obviously more stable. Also more user friendly, and yeah, in the end, it's more user friendly and faster.
Yes, it's new on the SX. It's not new for Heidelberg, for our organization, for a lot of customers, because we have this operation system now since 2020, where we introduced it for the first time on our machines, and now it's adapted also to the 102 format, and we have it available there as well. Oh, interesting question. Correct, here.
Correct.
Can I have a demo, Robin? What is this demo on the new machine?
Yes, right now we are in Shanghai. We are repositioning some of our equipment, but starting November we should have another unit SX102 which is ready for demos. And of course, if it's urgent, we can arrange something on the assembly line side to do the bit on short notice if it's really very pressing. And subsequently, my colleagues then also in the other print media centers in Germany and the US, they're now considering also might installing some SX102 units over there.
And I think
so. I think the best is just to get in touch with your local SSU representative, and they can organize then for you internally.
Okay. And I think also we can very quickly see one of the first machines at a customer side to see although they are a machine in full production. And that was another question we had. I saw here is when is a new machine available and when we can get this. Robin, maybe again one for you.
Yes, sure. I mean, basically we're taking on orders from now on. And right now we are looking at a time span from 5 to 6 months. So if we receive your order within the month, delivery would be between February and March next year.
Okay, good. So now here is the question again regarding the ink presetting. I think we should answer that now. Marco, one for you. for ink presetting data, do this press still requires its own format information, and now there is added ZIP3 ink presetting data format. I think that we still need. Is that right, Marco?
We'll have to double check that. I'm not 100% sure. I don't want to give a wrong answer, so better double check this with someone from pre-press and
Okay.
give a clear answer to the customer then.
Okay, we will do that. Thank you very much. So I think we are through the questions. Let's have a look here. But if you have more questions later on, we will keep the session open for another few minutes. So you can send us still questions, and we will answer them later on. We hope that you like our presentation, and we give you some value information about the new generation of the Speedmaster SX 102. If you want to learn more about this machine, please do not hesitate to contact us or your sales and service staff directly in your market. The new Speedmaster SX 102 has a lot of new perfect highlights. I think I just want to bring them together. It's a new design with a new gallery, with a very economical operation on the machine. It's a similar situation we have now on our CX104 or on the XL75. All our presses have now this perfect operation. Also good is that we have the same footprint, and we can still install a machine where today we have installed SX102. The two format options give you a flexibility in what you want to do on the machine, what is your business model, and what kind of jobs are running on the press. So if you have 16 pages mainly, then the smaller format is also very interesting. And it has now the new operating system. We have spoken quite a lot about this. The new IntelliSAT is really a big help comparing the last job to the new job, and then you can easily change over from one to the other. And you can also have this machine as a 2-color, up to a 10-color, always with Perfector, and it's also available from a quite very basic press up to a fully automatic machine, which push to stop, Autoblade Pro, automatically blade changer, in-press control. A lot of things are included in this machine if you need more productivity. So thank you very much for your interest and your questions. We are very happy that we got so many questions from you today. As I mentioned, we have recorded this version, and after the presentation, you will get automatically a link to that. So maybe for those who came a little bit late, I will start the teaser in a moment, but we all want to say thank you and goodbye, and have a nice day.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Bye.
Hope to see you soon in one of our demo centers.
Thank you.